I had to pick 3 words to describe my daughter, Emily Rachel Silverstein. I would say compassionate, passionate, and creative. I'm so proud and honored to have shared 19 years with such an extraordinary human being. She gave so much to her family, her friends, and the world. She was so much more than anyone could ever hope for in a human being, from a daughter and a friend. Emily's worldview was formed at a very early age. We found an essay she had written 10 years ago, where she had to choose 3 words to describe herself. She shared that she was vegetarian, peaceful, and a hard worker. She had a strong sense of what the world could and should be like, and she wanted to do everything she could to make the world a little bit more like that ideal she felt in her heart. Although her music tastes and hair color changed many times in the 10 years since then, she truly lived her life by these compassionate principles for her very essence. Emily Rachel Silverstein's compassion, passion, and creativity have touched so many lives. She accomplished so many things, but there was so much more that she wanted to do to make this world a better place. There are so many more lives that she would have touched, inspired, and empowered to join in the struggle for a more peaceful, just, and sustainable world. When well-meaning people try to comfort me, saying that there's a reason for everything that will become clear someday, I must admit that I feel sad and angry. There can never be the reason that would justify the loss of such a remarkable person. Never. In fact, my first reaction when we found out about our daughter was, how can I possibly go on when such an important part of my life has been taken away from us? How can I ever have hope again? Of course, I knew the answer. My son Jamie is as compassionate and caring as his sister. He is also an extraordinary human being. He has also made this world a better place, and there are so many more amazing things that he will accomplish. I need to be strong for him. My wife, Linda. Emily's loss is felt by so many, but none can know the depth of that loss that Linda is experiencing. Emily has always been her best friend. They shared everything. Emily gave so much to the world, and I know in my heart that Linda gave Emily the greatest thing Emily ever received. The relationship that they had was truly extraordinary. And Emily was blessed to have such a bond that few will ever experience. I know that Linda will find comfort in the eternal beauty of that relationship. And I need to be strong for Linda because her compassionate worldview has empowered her to touch so many lives. And she has so much compassion left to share. So I need to be strong to try to help her to be able to not let this tragic loss prevent her from continuing to live her life of compassion to its fullest potential. No reason will ever justify the loss of such an amazing human. But in my desperation to find something to comfort the emptiness of my soul, I have resolved not to lose hope in my own personal wish and desire for a better world. I must admit, recently I lost hope that the world would ever be truly transformed. I too had a vision of what the world should be like at a very early age, but most of my life I had no hope that that world would ever be possible. 14 years ago I had an epiphany. I realized that my vision of peace on earth was truly what I wanted for my children and for the world. And I resolved that no longer would I spend my life as a searcher trying to find out the reasons why the world was the way it was, but I would dedicate my life to doing whatever I could to make this life even just a little bit closer to that vision of a more peaceful, just, and sustainable world. In those 14 years, I'm proud of some of the things I accomplished, but it didn't seem to be making any real difference, and I felt hopeless once again. Now for Emily, I am rededicating my life to that vision of a better world that my daughter and my son and my wife and I and so many more share. And I'm dedicating my life to continue the legacy of my daughter's passion and compassion. The world will know her name. The world will be inspired and empowered by her wish for a better world. Her love has touched so many lives, and my life will be dedicated to making sure that her compassion will continue to embrace the world she cared so much about. We have set up this Emily Silverstein Fund. You can find out more information at emilysilverstein.org to continue Emily's legacy of hope and action for a better world. Emily's beautiful legacy will live forever. Thank you all for the love and kindness you have shared with our family in this time of sorrow and through all the years of joy. And thank you for being a part of my wonderful daughter's life. I hope that her life will inspire all of you to have hope for a better world and to know that every act of compassion makes a difference.